Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nerd Bros Podcast, episode 20.
That one worked. That one worked. Episode 20, chat. We did it. We entered the 10%.
That's right.
We're in there. We're in there. We slacked a little bit on the clips this last week and a half, but we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
we
will
did
say,
not quit.
I did see our playlist for the podcast on this channel is approaching 700 views for just these, which is pretty solid. For a brand new
That's
podcast,
sick.
that's pretty solid, bro. And then
That's
we're at
sick.
like 15K, I think, total. That's including shorts. So yeah,
35
it's
subs?
we in there, chat. We're on the grind, baby.
Yes, we are. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into anything today, we are going to be doing prayer like normal, and then we'll get into some different stuff. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you so much for this day. Thank you for this accomplishment, Lord, for just getting 20 straight weeks doing this podcast together. Lord, we praise you for just being with us, for guiding us in our lives, and for just helping us each and every day. I pray you help us to trust you more, to just grow in our faith, and I pray that you help us to just take this wherever it's meant to go. I pray that we can reach people and talk to people, encourage people, and overall show people you in all things. I pray you bless this podcast tonight. I pray everything goes smoothly, Lord, and pray you help us have a good rest of the evening. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Now, chat. Got a different hat on this week because one, it's cold outside. Two, Rams are in first place, baby. That's all I gotta say to y'all, chat. Number one in NFC. Yes, sir. My little spill for sports for the moment.
I got 2 words. Go Cavs.
Oh, speaking of that one, Lakers are now number 2.
That's true.
It's true this time, yeah.
That's true. Before we get into that first segment, do you want my cam take?
Oh yeah. Drop the cam take. So chat, he
All
told
right.
me when we were talking in Discord before we started recording. I keep wanting to say streaming. He said he had a cam take tonight. So the floor is yours, my brother.
This may not be my exact opinion. I could see where there's an argument for this though. But I honestly think there is an argument to say that the first Avengers film is the best of the 4.
I think it might be the most iconic.
I definitely think it is the most iconic. I don't think that that is debatable, but I think there's an argument that that is a better movie than all the other 3.
You're trying to tell me that's a better movie than Infinity War?
I don't necessarily have that opinion, but it's something that I might consider and think about.
You know, it's not the most out there. You know what I mean? Like I think there's probably some people that believe that, and I don't think it's a terrible, awful take. Now if you said Age of Ultron, I don't know how much I'd be able to agree with that one, because I don't think that one's. I think that's a good movie, but I don't think it is on the same level as the other 3.
No.
That's interesting.
Uh,
To be honest, that's not what I thought you were doing.
really?
Yeah. All right, chat. So we're doing something a little different this week. We usually do news and rumors first. But as you guys know, because for episode 10, we said that we're going to start doing top 10 lists every 10 episodes. So I was like, all right, I came up with a list and an idea, and we decided to do it first before news and rumors. So we got our top 10 Marvel moments. Now, these are not exclusive to the MCU. And also, it's not comics, it's straight movies or shows. Animation too. But just not, So if you want to go first, we'll go just 10, 10, and then just.
Okay. This is my number 10. I don't think you have on your list.
I don't think you have mine either. I'll be shocked
So,
if you do.
ladies and gentlemen, starting off my top 10 Marvel moments now. I'm going to preface this. There's so many moments that I wanted to put on this list. There's a couple I did not because Trey has not seen the project yet. So I don't want him to be spoiled because there's a couple that should have been on this list. But I'm okay with the 10 that I got. But for number 10, I am putting this is a moment from the Loki season 2 finale.
Ooh, okay.
And this is when Tom Hiddleston is about to go save the world, and he looks at all of his friends and he says, I know what kind of God I need to be. He says, for you and for all of us.
Yeah,
And
that's sick.
I think a big reason why this is in my top 10 is because obviously he said that line in the very first Thor movie back in 2011. He said that when he was like hanging off the bridge and he's talking to his dad and he's like, I could have done it for you, Father, for all of us. And I think the story behind this line is just so cool because they were shooting the finale and they were trying to figure out what to do for this scene. It's like one of the last few days of shooting, and Tom Hiddleston said that he like went and took like a walk. He took like a 30-minute walk or something, and on his way back, he was like, "I know exactly what I'm going to say for this scene." It wasn't in the script. It was all from Tom Hiddleston,
I didn't
and
know that.
that scene is just so emotional. And I think it really just encapsulates in my opinion, I think it's the second greatest arc in the entire Marvel universe, after Iron Man. But I think Loki is the second best character as far as story goes, and that line was just it solidified that for me.
Yeah, that's a good one. I definitely don't have that one on there, but that's a great pick. I cannot hate that at all. Cuz like for me, I didn't watch Loki when it first came out, and then I
Right.
ended up watching it and bro, I fell in love. So, yeah, that's a great pick. Um my number 10 is a moment that I felt deeply in the theater because it was a crazy reveal. So I have Miles revealed as the Prowler as my number 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, I when that happened, bro, I remember me and you were just like it was, dude, it was crazy. Sets up the next movie so well. Super excited to see it. Um I hope it's not just a big reveal for him to win it in 5 minutes. I really hope that's not what they do. I hope it's a crazy drawn out thing. But yeah, that was my 10.
I definitely do not have that one on my list.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think
I
you
will say,
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
For 9, I don't think you have this one either.
I don't know if you have this one. You might. 9 is where I have my animated one. I only have one animated moment on my whole
Me
list.
too.
Now, then you definitely don't have this one. Uh, so this would have been something from X-Men 97 with a particular character. If you know, you know. Awesome moment. But mine actually is from Into the Spider-Verse, and it is
Mm.
the "What's Up, Danger" scene when he's jumping off the building, and that when he finally like comes into his own and becomes Spider-Man. That's mine.
Yeah. That's sick. I totally love that pick. Dude, thinking about these, there's so many.
Oh,
I do
absolutely.
think when we get toward the top half, we're probably going to have some similarities. But
Yeah, for sure.
my number 9 is one that you know that I like very much. It was in a movie that I like very much that most people don't. I have Wanda killing the Illuminati as my 9 because the way she did it, it was just, bro. Even watching it now, I still think it's one of the most incredible things I've seen in Marvel. So that, I mean, it was just so cool, so
Even better
cool.
than this thing.
I don't know if it's better than that one, but yeah, that's my 9.
You're right. I do not have that on my list.
Yeah, I will say so far, I think all 4 of these have been good ones though. Like there hasn't been a
They have
trash.
been.
Yeah,
I think it's a great moment for Wanda. I don't like it for the Illuminati because I want the Illuminati to have more screen time. But
yeah.
I thought it was very good for her. Great
Mhm.
moment. Number 8. Now, you know, if you've listened to me in the past at all, you probably would think I would have this moment higher on my list. I don't because of everything that's above it. But this moment, I think, is the best moment from any comic book to movie translation of all time. And I have the death of Gwen Stacy at number 8.
All right, we're just gonna skip past that chat.
What?
That's low.
Low.
That's low.
I think it's I think it's the best moment. The biggest reason I don't have it higher is because I think every other moment above it, I felt something more when I watched it in the theaters. I think that that's probably the best performance by Andrew Garfield, period.
Mm.
That moment was awesome, and I think it's the best comic book to movie translation, but it's 8.
I say his 8 is low. He's gonna probably break something for mine being at 8. I'm just saying. The OG Avengers assemble in the circle in Avengers.
8?
8.
I do
I
think
think
it's low.
I think it's great. Obviously, it's great being on my top 10. But man, just the ones above it. One of them is the Death of Gwen Stacy. I won't say where it's at yet, but I don't know, man. I felt more out of those ones. I think it might have been the fact that I was 12 when that came out. I've had a lot more attachments since, so
Ah, I watched it again the other day, bro, and being a 24-year-old man, I'm watching that, and I'm like, I feel like a child again.
dude,
Like, it's so good.
you have to remember too. I didn't see um TASM 2 until after No Way Home. So that's
True,
still a lot of recent, there's a lot of recency feelings to
true.
that one for me. Yeah.
So number 7 for me, this is where I have Thor's entrance on Wakanda.
Oh no.
Dude, you're gonna understand why it's here when the rest of it gets revealed.
Oh my lord, that feels low, chat.
Bro, I think that that is one of the best Thor moments in the entirety of the MCU. Um,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Beautiful scene. It gives me
I don't
chills every single time.
I don't know that you have my 7. Um
Maybe not.
I have Peter's Spider. Peter's Spider. Tom Spider, sorry. 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 I have when he senses the Green Goblin in No Way Home. That
Ooh,
scene, that scene is crazy. Willem Dafoe's performance in that scene is absolutely it's peak, dude. It's insane.
I will say, I do not have that scene. I think when I was thinking about these, there's several scenes because eventually I want to do a top 10 fight scene.
Ooh.
That's kind of why I held off on that one because like that whole scene with the fight is insane.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't put it on here, but yeah, that's a very good scene. I love that
Yeah.
scene.
Yep.
Number 6 is when I have the original Avengers assemble in the first Avengers movie. That's where I have that one. It's so good.
Yeah, so good, dude. At 6, I have the trio of Spider-Man swinging in No Way Home. The
6.
swing 6.
Oh, 6 is
Bro,
insane.
it is, but at the same time, it's still great. Like clearly putting it on this list, I have in high regards, but it did fall at the 6 for me.
You got
What
Thor's entrance to Wakanda better than that scene?
which means I'm gonna go ahead and say my number 5 here, which is the death of Gwen Stacy.
I'm fine with that being a top 5. Like I said, I think that's the best comic book moment.
Yeah, yeah, but
But
like I said, for me, there's a lot of recency. Chat, he's
you
going
got
crazy,
Thor's entrance to Wakanda better than the Spider-Man swing scene.
dude. That Thor entrance in Wakanda was crazy.
My number 5 is Cap wielding Mjolnir. You don't got that on the list, do you? You don't got Cap wielding Mjolnir on your list, do you?
Do I?
It's either you don't or you have it at number 4.
At number 4, chat. This one, our top 4 is very. I think we have the same ones, but the orders are very crazy. I got Iron Man snap.
So the I Am Iron Man.
Yep.
My number four. See, this would not be a list or a ranking unless I cheat and change the rules and have more than one. Um, I have I Am Iron Man. I'm counting both of them though. Like his very first one from 2008
That's
and
fair.
and from Endgame. Big reason why I say both is because the whole I Am Iron Man line in 2008 that was not in the script. Robert Downey Jr. just said it, and that turned into the greatest moment at the very end of Endgame.
Yeah.
So an unscripted line was one of the biggest in the all of Marvel.
Mhm. So 3 is where I have Thor arriving on Wakanda.
See, three is where I have Andrew saving MJ.
Oh, I knew I forgot something.
You don't got that. So you got the death of Gwen Stacy, but you don't have the redemption.
I do still think the death of Gwen Stacy would still be higher for me. But I do very much respect that that's in your list because it's I can't believe I forgot it. That's bad. That's on me,
Yeah,
chat.
that's number three for me.
Number 2 is where I have Cap wielding Mjolnir.
Okay, two. Interesting. What was your five again?
5 was death of Gwen Stacy.
That's right. Your six is where you had the swing scene.
Yep.
See, I had the Spider-Man swing scene at number two.
Ooh, okay.
I love that scene.
Again, I mean, we very much had a similar top half of the list,
Yeah.
except for number 1. There's no way you have my number 1, bro.
The fact that if you don't have this at number one, what I have for number one, I think you're crazy.
What? No, you're
What?
crazy. No, listen,
What's
hold
the
on,
number?
hold on. When you hear mine, you're gonna realize how crazy you are for not having it on your list. You ready for
Go ahead.
it? She-Hulk and Megan the Stallion twerking.
Okay, so me and him do have the same number one. He's just a troll. He's just a troll. My gosh.
Yeah,
Put that
yeah.
thumb. No, put the thumbs down.
uh, you know what's funny? I even put uh I put joke and put it on there and then put my number 1 under it. Yeah.
Pause for effect.
Wait, I wonder if we actually do have the. Imagine we don't after all that.
Okay, Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it like that. I don't need that clip on the internet. I got the snap. I got Thanos snap.
We don't have the same number one.
What?
We do not have the same number one.
What am I forgetting?
I think the best scene in all of Marvel, and big reason I'm saying this is the best. Every time I watch this scene, bro, I cry. Every time. I love this scene to death, and that is the portal scene in Endgame, which leads to the second half of it to Avengers Assemble when
Yeah.
Cap actually says it. I think that's the greatest scene in all of Marvel.
That is a great scene. That is a great scene. I think for me, the reason I went with Thanos' first snap was because of the impact that I felt of that. You know what I mean? Like that scene to me, like you felt our heroes being destroyed. Like you felt them losing hope. And I just thought it was encapsulated perfectly.
I agree. That's a great scene.
Oh yeah.
I'm shocked though how no portal scene and
No MJ.
no MJ. Those are the two that kind of blew me away.
I cannot believe you didn't have the twerking, bro. That's just crazy, chat. By the way, chat, if you didn't catch my drift, that is the stupidest thing that ever happened in Marvel and should have never happened. All right?
So
Ridiculous.
she's been in Marvel and Star Wars now.
Ooh,
Wasn't she also in Star Wars? Make the Stallion?
that was Lizzo.
Oh, whoops. So that was the stupidest thing in all of Star Wars.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bro, you know I love Jack Black. And you know, like, I love the Minecraft movie and all, and, you know, all the stuff that he's done. I'm a big Jack Black fan. He had no place in Star Wars. There was no reason to put him in there. None. Okay? My
Like,
little
if you're
rant.
gonna put celebrities in Star Wars, Do like what Daniel Craig did, how he was a stormtrooper, or make him like an X-wing pilot and then just get blown up. Like,
I'm fine with Ryan Gosling.
yeah,
I think he's going to be fine. They're writing a cool character. He's going to be a main character, not just, oh, hey, you know what? Let's just throw Lizzo and Jack Black in here. Why? I don't know. Let's just do it. That's just stupid. Stupid. Made me angry.
honestly, bro, that top 10 was fun.
That top 10 was fun. I think that might be the most different one we've had.
Probably,
Yeah, that was cool.
probably. Oh,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for the news and rumors segment. This is going to be our smallest news and rumors we've had in a long time. So this one is rather interesting. It's kind of more of a rumor and kind of, I don't really want to say it's a rumor because I've seen the footage, but Disney reportedly ripped off a lightsaber duel from a Star Wars fan film in Star Wars Visions. Evan has seen the clip. I've seen the clip. I posted it on Twitter. Well, I retweeted it. Man, let me tell you, I wouldn't have known it because I think I did see that fan film. But when I saw that clip of them being frame by frame right next to each other, the exact same clip, that's a bad look, dude. That's a bad look. And I kind of feel like I don't think we should blame Disney. I think that goes on the studio that did that short in Visions. I think they need to take most of the blame.
yes.
But that's not a good look, man. Ripping off fan films is crazy. Like that
Well,
is crazy to me.
I think about it this way too. Like, you think Disney being like as big of a company that they are, though, and like you'd think that they'd have like some of the top copyright checkers in the world. Because think about it, like we literally can check if there's a copyright song or something like that on CapCut to make a short video, and we're not even making money doing content.
No.
What about Disney? Not checking
Yeah.
their stuff.
Worth they might are they in the trillions?
It wouldn't shock me.
It wouldn't shock me. Either way, they're worth a ton of money. All the money that they could possibly need. I don't understand. I don't understand how you let that happen. Like, how did that slip through the cracks and just nobody thought to check it? That makes no sense to me. Like, I don't. And dude,
I
it's
agree.
it's so bad. I might chat if I make this into a short. I'll probably throw in the clip that I'm talking about on screen just so you guys can actually see like what we're complaining about because it is bad. Like it's the same thing and they put it into animation form. It's crazy. Or anime, I guess.
Well, yeah, it's just side by side.
Dude, I don't know how they did that. Like how do you how do you do that and think, yeah, nobody's going to notice. People notice the smallest things because of the internet nowadays. Like,
Right,
so we're going to completely rip off a fan film, bro.
right. Like
I
everything.
Yeah, the whole thing. I almost think. Do you think do you think they'll be able to sue?
Oh, absolutely.
I think they will, but the only reason I don't is because when you make a fan film, you acknowledge the fact that you're using Disney's property. So I don't know. However, it's not like they ripped off Disney. That's not. So I don't know, man. Obviously I hope I don't know. Kind of got to be somewhat careful with what I say. I obviously hope it doesn't do any bad damage to Disney, and I hope that um, they at least get the respect they deserve for the fan film they created. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just be better.
Yeah. I think the crazy thing is for that fan film, that looked good. For a fan film, that looked pretty sick.
It did look pretty solid.
Yeah, the force push on there was great. I don't know, man. I don't think Disney. It's a bad look. It's a bad
There's
look.
absolutely no way though that the artist who made that episode of Visions, there's no way they didn't know.
Oh, there's no way. There's no
They
way.
they need to should be getting in trouble.
They at least need to make a statement.
To be honest, I could see that company getting sued over
True.
Disney.
True. Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man. I thought it was insane, dude. I don't know what part of that was a good idea.
No. No.
No.
Well, up next on the news and rumors, Benedict Cumberbatch has teased his return as Doctor Strange. So obviously, I believe we talked about it last week. Doctor Strange 3 is confirmed. Um, and I think what kind of shocks me a little bit about Benedict Cumberbatch's statement is I think we're going to get to see him 2 times in 2027. Because for the longest time, we don't know if he's going to show up in Doomsday. That has not been confirmed. He keeps denying that he's in Doomsday, but this was his exact quote. It says there are other huge commitments involving cloaks floating about next year, and I'm assuming he's talking about 27. So he's filming Doctor Strange, I believe, this upcoming year. So I think that first half 27 is going to be Doctor Strange 3, and then Secret Wars will be back half. So he's going to be in two different projects in 2027.
Oh, okay. Okay, so 3 hasn't been confirmed.
3 has been confirmed.
Well, it's been confirmed, but the date, sorry.
No, not the date, no. But I think it'll be the first half of 27.
Okay, I'm with that. Do you think a solo film, like without somebody like Wanda? Or do you think we're going to get some crazy...
It's going. I think there'll be some type of collaboration in it. I don't know who, because the storyline that they are trying to adapt, I guess, I don't know much about it. I haven't read it, but it's called Time Runs Out. But the thing I do know about it is the Time Runs Out storyline. It leads up to Secret Wars.
Ooh, okay.
And there's like stuff going on. There's this group called the Black Priests that are in there.
So this is going to be part of the build-up for Secret Wars.
I think it's going to help build up Secret Wars, especially because we have Doomsday, and then we don't really have anything else at the particular moment. So Doctor Strange 3 is going to be the gap, the bridging gap between Doomsday and Secret Wars to add a little bit extra, so we're not without anything for over a year.
I like that.
So I'm excited for it. I love Doctor Strange.
Oh, dude. I love Doctor Strange. I thought Doctor Strange 1 was very good. Obviously, we know that I love 2. So, yeah, man, I'm hyped for that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got a tweet about this one by my boy, Nerds of the Multiverse. He was very happy about it. Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy is reportedly dead. Personally, I've said on here before that I think Rian Johnson's a great director. I've also said that I think Episode 8 is my favorite, personally, of the sequel trilogy, and I actually think it's a great film. I even saw a clip today from the Luke and R2 scene. I forgot how great that scene was. When he's like, nothing you can do will convince me that I'm wrong. And he shows the clip of Leia, help me Obi-Wan Kenobi. Bro, dude, it was great. I loved it, bro. There's obviously that movie has its flaws, but I loved it, okay? And also, chat, to be honest, I do think Rian deserves another shot at Star Wars. But I do think it needs to be far away from the Skywalker saga. Give him something old. I personally think he would do great with the Dawn of the Jedi stuff. I think he'd do great with the Knights of the Old Republic stuff. But just keep him... I would say keep him away from Luke and everything like that, for the most part.
Would you care to tell our viewers what you called him before our podcast tonight?
Okay, I didn't call him this, chat, okay? I was typing up not my script, but my outline, and I accidentally typed Ruin Johnson. It was a total accident, chat, okay? I'm going to blame autocorrect on this one, all right?
Type those dubs in the chat.
Yeah, Evan was he thought it was pretty funny, so.
It was
Figured I'd
insane.
share that a little bit. But I had one more thought. Oh, if Ryan Johnson does get a new trilogy eventually down the road, I think he should have creative control over his own thing and not. It, he needs to do the whole trilogy. Don't split it. Don't don't be doing that stuff they did with the sequels with different directors. Let one
Oh,
person have their vision and run it.
I think that should go for everybody.
I agree. Yeah. Now I know I, some people might say, well, in the original trilogy, it wasn't the same person that did all three. I get that, but it was still all George's story. These were not all written together in one collective story. These were, here's a movie. We have another one coming out in 2 years. What do you want to do? Oh, let's make it now. Kind of, I don't know. Not my favorite. They didn't do it the way I think they should have.
Speaking of George, how you feeling about everybody saying that he's currently writing a new Star Wars project?
What?
I read that the other day. I read that George Lucas is currently developing a new Star Wars project.
Where in the world did you read that? Have I
It was
been?
on. It was on Twitter. I don't remember if I tagged you in it or not. I only saw it once, so it may not be true. But what would you do if he was?
Oh, I'd love it. Bro, I'd be so for it. Because here's the thing George Lucas, if he gets to make his own project, first of all, he should have creative control over his project. He chooses what happens. No, Disney says this, Kathleen says that, Pablo Hidalgo says that this is canon, this is. No, let George do what he's doing. But, oh man, I don't know. What kind of a project are we talking? Are we talking a show? Are we talking a movie? Are we talking a trilogy? What are we?
I don't know. But what would you do? What would you do if George Lucas was collaborating with Dave Filoni and Timothy Zahn to create Heir to the Empire?
The scariest thing, chat, is that I was literally about to ask the same question. That's scary. I would cry to give you your answer. Um, if you had if you had all three of those heads together making a Star Wars trilogy, dude, that would probably be the greatest Star Wars thing we've ever gotten.
Better than The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. Well, it'd be hard to say yeah because you'd be comparing a trilogy to a movie. But I do think there would, as a whole, it would be better than the OT. Yeah, I do. George writing it with Dave and Timothy Zahn, bro. As long as their heads wouldn't butt on the story, you know. But I don't think you give each one of them. You give each one of them a movie?
No,
No.
not unless they're all collaborating together on the entire process.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Zahn would want to direct or anything like that anyway. Um, but I do think
Just writing.
he can write good stories, bro. Yeah. Um, but I will say I've had the thought before. I think Star Wars needs to go and they need to take a page out of the Harry Potter book and just go ahead and start making some of these books into movies. I think that would be incredible. And yes, I can read the whole page.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I was going. I'm gonna move on real quick from that one. Last last bit of news and rumors for the night chat. Um, Sadie Sink has hinted at her mystery MCU character that, and what she said about it is her character might not have red hair. She said a lot of people forget that the hair color can change. People will just have to wait and see. I'm excited for all of it and to put it to rest finally. Um, so
Gwen
obviously we've
Stacy?
had a lot of so yeah, Gwen Stacy, if she's a blonde, possible. Um, obviously people think Jean Grey. There's people talking about um possibly Felicia Hardy, um, Black Cat. So I don't know. My only thing, I had this thought kind of just a moment ago because the other day they we talked about it last week. The MCU is going to introduce Green Goblin and they're going to introduce Doc Ock. Imagine she is Gwen Stacy and she ends up dying because of the Green Goblin. My thing,
Bro.
I still think the theory that I had from like episode 1 of our podcast, I still think I'd rather have that happen. I'd rather them not repeat the death of Gwen Stacy. I'd rather MJ. This could be very emotional because imagine for some reason something happens, everybody remembers who Tom's Peter Parker is again. MJ remembers him, but in that same moment, she remembers him, and Goblin takes her out, and then after the fact, he has Gwen, and he ends up with Gwen rather than MJ.
Right? So you're telling me right when she finally remembers, that's when it happens?
She know, dude. I think that sounds so much like what would happen to Peter Parker. His life is a tragedy. It's not
Yeah.
good for very long, and she knows exactly who he is as she's dying.
Jeez.
That
Let
would
him
be one of the
cook,
most
chat.
emotional scenes in the entirety of the MCU. That'd
It
be
would be.
top 5 emotional moments. That'd be horrible, bro. Um, but I don't think you bring in Sadie Sink, and she's not here for more than. She is going to be in Secret Wars, but see, if she is going to be a bigger character, you're not going to bring her in the Secret Wars as Gwen Stacy unless she's Spider Gwen. Uh, People are talking about
Hmm.
her possibly being Mayday Parker still, though, being Toby's daughter. I don't know.
I don't. What do you want the most? If you could have your dream pick for what her character is, what do you want?
Gwen Stacy'd be awesome. I think she'd be an awesome Gwen Stacy and be a Spider Gwen. I want to see her have some type of power because she's just that big of an actress, I think. But I also think, though, I could really see her play Jean Grey, but she's not rumored to be playing Jean Grey as far as other actresses are.
Hmm.
More of like people have speculated it. So I'd say that those two.
You know who could play Jean Grey? You gotta remember it's Disney, so Mark Henry. That would be
Did you say Mark Henry?
Mark Henry. It's my boy, bro. I don't what?
Totally misheard you the first time, bro. Mark Henry as Jean Grey?
Mark Henry could play a mean Jean Grey, bro. That's all I'm saying. Bro, bring in Mark Henry to anything. I'm gonna be honest, I'll be fine with it. That's the homie.
Jean Grey.
Off topic chat. Peek my boy's hoodie. It's fire, bro. Ooh. Dude, that's such a sick hoodie, bro. That's so fire, bro. Fire.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up the news and rumors section. And it is time for the mystery segment. As you guys know, new segment every week. We change who hosts. It's my turn to host. So that means it's going to be tailored more for Trey. So what we're going to be doing tonight, this is Star Wars. Would you rather?
Ooh, okay.
We have 20 questions, and you're going to tell us what you'd rather do.
Ooh, all right.
Number
Wait, hold
one.
on. Am I picking one out of the 20 or like
Oh, no. We're doing one question at a time, and it's going to be would
Oh,
you rather.
I get it. Would you
Yep.
rather do this or that? Okay.
Yep. So, would you rather train as a Jedi under Yoda or train as a Sith under Darth Sidious?
The problem with training under Sidious is that there's always that thought in your head of he's gonna replace me,
True.
meaning he's gonna kill me
True.
because I mean, he instantly replaced Maul when he was thought to be dead. He had Anakin kill Dooku. Obviously he had his things in canon as ways to kill Anakin if he ever turned on him. I'd probably have to take Yoda. I think Yoda being my master would be sick. Little Count Dooku, you know, it's kind of sick.
Would you rather pilot an X-wing or pilot a TIE fighter?
TIE fighters sound cooler, but give me the X-wing.
Yeah. I will say the opening of Andor season 2 makes me really want to fly a TIE fighter.
Dude, the opening of Andor season 2 was phenomenal.
All right. We're going to be talking about which planet you'd rather live on. And I know that you probably would want to live on like Naboo normally, but that's not an option.
Hoth and
Would you
Mustafar.
rather live? Would you rather live on Tatooine or Hoth? Hot or cold?
Yeah, I was about to say I'm either really cold, and I got, you know, tauntauns and all this other stuff, wampas, or Tatooine where I have to worry about getting robbed, you know, by some little. And you got the Tuscans.
There's a chance you could be enslaved.
I think I'm taking Tatooine.
Really?
I think I'm taking Tatooine. Tatooine's cool, bro.
Bro,
Obviously not the same type of cool as Hoth, but
as much as I hate winter, I'm picking Hoth. I'd much rather be cold than hot, bro.
you'd rather be cold than hot?
Think about it. You can put on as many layers as you want. You can only take off so many layers.
But you have to remember, I'm the guy that wants to live in Florida and have said in the past I would love to live in Dubai. Yeah, I'm not.
You gonna live there with no
I'm
air conditioning?
well. Dang, I guess that is kind of a good point. That is a good point. Yeah, I think I'm still taking Tatooine now.
Okay. Would you rather have a lightsaber in your favorite color or full force powers but no lightsaber?
Give me the Force powers.
Yeah, you can do so much more with the force, bro.
That's my favorite color. And Duke blue, just so everybody is aware that it is Duke blue and not any other type of blue. It's not Kentucky blue. It's not Gators blue at HD. It's Duke blue, okay? Yeah, I'm going with the Force powers. I kind of... There's just so much stuff you could do with that. Force jump. I mean, all of it. Full push. I mean, it's just, yeah. Force speed. Yeah, I'm taking the Force powers.
Number 5. Who would you rather face in a duel? Kylo Ren or Darth Maul?
Kylo.
Why?
I think Darth Maul has a lot more true hatred in himself than Kylo does. So I think Kylo you could kind of toy with a little more than Maul. Maul's just the true embodiment of anger all the time. So yeah, I'm going Kylo.
I like it. Would you rather be a bounty hunter like Din Djarin or a smuggler like Han Solo?
Depends if I'm Mandalorian or not. Because if I'm just if not a Mando, I'm probably gonna go smuggler. Because you're going out for bounties, bro. Every person around the bounty wants your head. at least a Mando has his Beskar. But a smuggler, I mean, they're still going to want your head too. So you're kind of, yeah, either way, you're going to have a lot of bad run ins. But I would probably take smuggler.
Yeah. Would you rather join the Rebel Alliance or the Galactic Republic during the Clone Wars?
The Republic during the Clone Wars or
The Rebels.
the Rebels? I feel like there was a lot more politics going on during Clone Wars. But if you're a rebel, you're you're fighting against a giant empire. However, you're doing the right thing. So I would probably choose to be a rebel.
I like it. All right. Would you rather speak only in droid beeps like R2D2 for the rest of your life, or only in growls like Wookiees?
Oh, Wookie.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna catch me beeping around. Nah.
Would you rather fight in the Battle of Geonosis or the Battle of Endor?
Hmm. Geonosis was cooler. I think I'd choose Geonosis.
Yeah. Would you rather would you rather be stuck in a room with C3PO for 24 hours or Rose Tico for 24 hours?
Oh my goodness.
And no, you cannot turn C3PO off. And no, you cannot turn Rose Tico on.
I was so not ready for that, bro. Um, 3PO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Would you rather wield the dark saber or dual wield Ahsoka's white lightsabers?
The dark saber is iconic, but dual wielding those pure they're purified Sith crystals. So I think that's cool in itself. Give me a Ahsoka's. Give me a Ahsoka's.
Would you rather have Grogu as your apprentice or a young Anakin Skywalker?
Ooh, man. Grogu's cool, but I probably got to go Anakin.
You got to deal with a lot more with Anakin, though.
You do, but you also have to somewhat realize the fact that at this point in the timeline where we're at, Grogu's over 50. He'd be older than me, bro.
Yeah, but he's still like young for his age. It's like
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, and I get that, but at the same time, you have 50 years of attachments that you're struggling with him. Although Anakin, it's probably close to the same level in terms of their age. Hmm. I think knowing that I was training the chosen one would be cool. So I'm still gonna stick with Anakin.
Would you rather be frozen in carbonite or interrogated by the Empire?
Frozen and Carbonite.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, nah, I'm okay.
Yeah, I don't want to get
Don't.
interrogated by the Empire.
Absolutely
Nope.
not. Would you rather navigate an asteroid field or outrun a Star Destroyer? Outrun a Star Destroyer with no hyperspeed.
Ooh, why you gotta add that in for?
Because I think that that's too easy of an answer.
Yeah, call me Poe Dameron. Yeah.
Or if you
I'll,
do have hyperspeed, they can also hyperspeed jump.
and like track you through.
Hmm.
I would want to try and I think it'd be cool to try and get away from him in an X-wing, pilot an X-wing. Yeah.
Would you rather have the ability to force heal or force lightning?
Ooh. Force heal would be wild to be able to do. Force lightning you would just use for. I would say force heal. I'd rather be able to heal more people than use lightning on them. What about force judgment? Do you know what force judgment is?
I do not.
It's Plo Koon had the ability, but it's yellow force lightning, but it's not as powerful as force lightning, but it's still the same thing. But it's actually really cool.
Would you rather take orders from General Grievous or Pong Krell?
Oh my lord. Here's the Grievous knew he was on the bad side. Like he knew what he was doing. Krell wanted to be loved by Count Dooku and wanted to be taken into the bad side. Gosh, I'd probably say Grievous. Krell is just awful.
You work on the Death Star. Which planet would you rather blow up? A fully populated Ahch-To or Naboo?
Oh my goodness. So you said I'm an operator on the Death Star?
Yep, and you're ordered to blow up a planet, but you get to choose between the two.
Well, I mean, my wife and I had a vacation planned on Naboo, so bye bye to Octo, bro.
All right, bro. Luke Skywalker was on Ahch-To. Um, would you rather have to fight a Rancor or a Wampa?
Wampa. They're smaller. Rancors. Ooh. Definitely Wampa.
Would you rather find a Kyber crystal naturally or have to steal one off of an Inquisitor?
The journey to find a Kyber crystal would be so cool. But also fighting an Inquisitor would also be cool, I feel like, in a way.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to go Inquisitor.
Okay. Would you rather be hunted by the Bad Batch or the Vizsla clan?
Ooh. Clan Vizsla? The Bad Batch. The Bad Batch.
Yeah.
I don't want to be hunted by Clan Vizsla, bro.
Nah, they'd probably torture you.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Bad Batch would just kill you straight up, or they'd just imprison you.
Yeah, I don't think they would kill. Yeah.
Unless it was Crosshair, maybe.
True. Before you. Did you ever finish it?
No, I have not.
Oh my goodness.
I know what happens though.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I think we've talked about it before.
Okay.
But that was it. That was all 20.
That's pretty sick, chat. Round of applause for Evan, because that's 20 clips. That is, bro. Homie was clip farming, bro. Homie was clip farming. Let's go. Yeah. That was a big one. I think this is gonna also chat be another shorter episode because we're at 55 minutes and we obviously have the final segment. But this is a pretty cool one. We do. You want to take it?
Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final top 10 of the night. But obviously, with Stranger Things coming out Wednesday, which we thought it came out Thanksgiving, but now it's coming out Wednesday. Apparently, it always has been. That's new to us. So, in honor of that coming out this week, we are doing a top 10 Stranger Things character list. I think it's
Pretty
going to be very
exciting.
different.
You do. Now, I will say, really quick before we get into that, it comes out this week. We figured out before we started recording. It's actually Wednesday. You got any crazy predictions? Got any final thoughts here?
Steve lives.
Ooh,
I'm changing it up because I'm saying what I want. I'm speaking it into existence, even though it's already been filmed.
interesting.
I hope he lives. I really do. I
Wow.
do. I believe it. Not wholeheartedly.
That's interesting though.
I do. I
Um,
do agree, though. I still think Will's going to be bad.
yeah, I do. I either Will is bad and he was from the get go, or well, see, but that the only problem with that is it kind of contradicts our whole that scene where he's yelling "run." Um,
Was it you who sent me this clip, or did I see this? You know, in the trailer where Vecna, it looks like he's like holding Will up, and he's like, "William, you're going to help me one
yeah,
more time."
yeah.
Did you send me this?
I
Where
which
people think that he's not talking to Will. They think he's talking to Billy because Billy is short for William. And they think that scene, he's attacking Will in that scene, but that voiceover is from a different scene where he's telling Billy, "You're going to help me one more time."
oh my goodness,
Billy might be in this season, bro.
that's insane.
I know.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. I'm ready when you are, my friend.
All right, buddy.
All right. At number 10, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most important characters, I have Will.
At number 10, I have Max.
Oh, that's so low. However, I feel like season 4 very much carried Max. That was her best season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I almost have a feeling you don't have Will on your list. That's all I'm saying, chat. Um, number 9, I have Mike.
Number 9, I have Eddie Munson.
Jeez, that feels low.
He's only in one season. I have
I
more of a
know, but
connection with
it's
other characters.
I know, but it's so good though.
It is very good. You gotta think. There's a lot more. There's a lot more characters in this show than I thought. Um,
That's probably a good point. I'm probably forgetting some.
I just I've had more of a connection with other characters than I've had with Eddie. Even though I love Eddie, I hope Eddie's in this season.
I do too. I kind of think he will be. To be honest, maybe not as Eddie, but maybe like Vecna's using. Because I mean, Vecna used a lot of different characters,
Hmm.
for that stuff. So, speaking, for my number 8, I have Vecna.
I think that's low.
It could be.
My number 8, I have Billy.
Ooh, that's one I don't have.
I think Billy's a great character.
Billy is a great character. I'm not. I don't hate it. He's not on mine, and I don't really think I would change mine for Billy, but I don't hate it. I mean, I think it's a great pick.
I honestly think next year for Halloween, I'm gonna dress up as Billy, and I'm gonna go find me a Mrs. Wheeler.
Bro, listen, put the glasses back on, cause I'm telling you, yeah,
Maybe
dude,
Mrs. Wheeler.
I'm saying.
Oh,
At number 7, ladies and gentlemen, that is where I have Max.
respectable.
Yeah.
Number 7, I have Joyce.
Ooh, another one. Back to backs I left off.
You didn't have Joyce?
There's another one I didn't have.
Oh no, you better not.
There's another one I didn't have, bro.
Nah, bro, you better not.
I didn't have Joyce. I don't hate the choice. The choice of Joyce. Wow. Murray Yuri. Choice Joyce. Yeah. I didn't have her. I don't hate that. I don't hate the pick. Um, what were we at? We were at six, right? We're going six.
Uh, about to be on 6, yeah.
I got my boy Dustin.
Really? Number 6. Now this kind of pains me because I'm in love with her. I got Nancy.
Fair. That's fair.
Love Nancy.
I don't hate six. Yeah, I like Nancy too, bro. Number 5 is where I have Eddie.
Top 5 character after one season.
Top 5. His character arc was incredible. Everything that happened that season obviously was. I mean, it was written so good, bro. His redemption was incredible. I don't know, man. I everything about the character I loved. Obviously, I'm a fan of the actor now. So,
Johnny Storm, baby.
yep.
I think you're about to throw a fit with who I put at number 5.
I'm gonna throw a fit.
I think you're going to throw a fit.
Chat. Oh my goodness. Go ahead.
Number 5, I put 11.
Chat, bro. I stared over at the screen because I knew that's what he was saying.
It's 11.
Yeah, that's
She's great, but I find myself annoyed with 11 at times. She's great. She's going to be awesome in this season, but there's definitely seasons I don't like. I mentioned last week, I don't like the
season
whole
2.
thing where she went off. Like season 2, not a fan. I think at times she's just too whiny for me.
Yeah, I mean, in a way I get that. I really wasn't a fan of how mad she got about the whole letters thing in season 4.
Yeah,
But I mean, it is what it is.
but I
It
do love her.
worked.
I still think she's a top 5.
Oh my goodness, I forgot Argyle, bro.
I did not forget Argyle.
Number 4 is where I have our girl Nancy.
Yeah. I wish I would have put her higher. Honestly, I probably would debate putting her higher than 11, but I was like, I'm gonna give 11 some respect, put her top 5. My number 4 is where I got my boy Dustin.
Interesting.
I
Okay,
love Dustin.
I like that. Um, 3. It was kind of hard putting this character this low, but I got my boy Steve at 3.
3. See, number 3 is where I got a problem, and he's got to be reckoned with this season, and that is Vecna.
Yeah, that's fair. Uh,
I'm
I think
putting
my
3.
my reasoning for putting Vecna 8 was just, I mean, the characters that I have above Vecna meant so much more. I mean, obviously, so did Will and Mike, but obviously, I had him above Will and Mike. But these characters just meant so much more to the whole story. However, now that we're finally starting to see the connectiveness, I don't know, maybe he did mean a lot more than we thought originally. But at number 2, I have one of the most iconic characters in the entire show. I have the Demogorgon.
At number 2, this is probably the character you thought I'd have number 1. I have Steve at number 2.
Who is left? Am I crazy? All right, that's fair. Obviously,
love Steve.
chat. Obviously, chat. I have 11 at number 1.
See, I do not have 11 at number 1. I have my favorite character since season 1 at number 1, and that is 11's dad, Hopper.
Really?
I love Hopper.
Yeah, I don't got Hopper on here, bro.
Yeah, bro. The fact that you don't got Hopper,
It's tough. It's tough because Hopper is a phenomenal character. His story arc has been great through all 4 seasons. Um, I still don't think I would change anything. That's the crazy part.
So I didn't have Will. I did not have Mike. I did not have Lucas.
I did not have Lucas, and I guess that was
Did
me.
not have Jonathan.
I did not have Jonathan.
Um, yeah. Most of the time, I'm annoyed with Mike, Will, and Dustin.
Dustin?
No, sorry, Lucas.
I was about to say,
No, no, most of the time, I
bro.
am annoyed with Mike, Will, and Lucas.
Hmm.
Like you gotta think, the two kids who I put on there were Max and Dustin.
Bro, Max was cool, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um. Wait, did you have Eddie?
he's number 9 for me.
9. That's right. Yeah. Ed, man, it's one of those things. Like we had. Oh, you didn't have the Demogorgon.
No, I chose Vecna and Billy as my villains.
Interesting. The Demogorgon just. It feels so iconic to me at this point. Like, dude, that was literally 9 years ago when it came out, bro. And the Demogorgon has since been so cool. Dude, I've even played as the Demogorgon in Dead by Daylight, bro. Like it's hard to not have the Demogorgon on my list. As you know, we've also both played with Steve and Nancy on the game. So yeah, all
Yeah,
3 of those had to be on here.
honorable mention to Mrs. Wheeler.
Yeah, I will not argue with that in the slightest for
But
obvious reasons.
there are several characters though that like obviously there's a lot of kids who we did not put on this list. Trey didn't have Hopper or Joyce. Who we got? We got Murray. You like Argyle. Um, you didn't have Billy.
See, I do like Argyle, but I don't think he was top 10. I don't think he's top 10.
I had a feeling once I said Joyce that you weren't going to say Hopper. That's kind of when I started knowing. I'm like, he doesn't have him because you're like, another character. I'm like, I
Yeah,
love Hopper though.
I definitely didn't have that one dude, the guy from the Goonies.
Oh, Bob,
Mm-hmm.
he was a good
Not,
character.
not a, not a big fan.
He
Not a
was
big fan.
good. I just did. I like Bob. I just don't like Bob with Joyce. I like Hopper with Joyce.
Yeah, that's respectable. That's respectable.
You didn't want to put Angela on there. Girl gets hit with the roller skate.
Angela. My goodness, Yuri almost made the list. Nah, not really. Can't
What
stand
about
Yuri.
Erica?
Ooh, I didn't really, dude. Her character arc in 3 and 4 were really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like she went from really annoying to finally accepting that she was a nerd. Like it was cool. I
Neither
really
one of us
liked
had
that.
Robin.
Didn't have Robin, and I do actually. I started really liking Robin's character. So yeah, I didn't have Robin. Who else did we not have?
Mike's dad.
Yeah, nah.
Mike's dad's probably in top 10 worst characters.
Yeah, I could see that. He was pretty
Can't
annoying.
stand Mike's dad.
Yeah, he's pretty annoying. Let's think. I mean, you could always say the Mind Flayer in terms of villains, but
That's kind of where Billy kind of takes the Mind Flayer a little bit on the list, even though Billy was his own character before the Mind Flayer. He
the
was just scary, bro.
I don't remember the name, but the guard, the Russian guard, was pretty cool. He ended up being pretty cool. The one that
Yeah.
that helped Hopper try to escape.
Another reason with that Billy theory, though, about Vecna using him is they're pretty sure, that, like in season 3, when Billy is like speaking to 11, we think it's the Mind Flayer. What if it was actually Vecna who was talking to her through Billy?
Ooh, I like that.
Because there's a lot of things that he says that, like, it almost seems like he remembers her from like when she was a girl, like when they were in Hawkins' lab.
Interesting.
Billy might be in this season, bro.
I do think Billy will be in this season. He was in the last season.
Yep, very briefly.
Yeah. Well, do we
Ooh,
consider that Billy though, or do we consider that Vecna? Because he was toying with her.
another really cool character, Victor Krill.
Victor Creel was cool.
Cool character.
Dude, the story arc that they did with, like, I think it was really fun watching season 4 and figuring it out as I go. Like, um, what was his name? One Vecna. What was the other name? What was his name? Creel.
Uh, Henry Krill.
Henry Creel. Thank you. Figuring out that he was the one that did it the whole time was crazy, bro. Crazy. So I thought all of that storyline was pretty cool. Victor Creel, I don't really feel like he was in it enough to give him a top 10 spot, but
Mm.
Henry definitely.
We
But I
got
mean,
Molly
just call
Wheeler.
him Vecna. Yeah. Huh?
Molly Wheeler.
Holly?
Yeah, Holly, not Molly.
Yeah, Holly. Well, isn't there one of these episodes where she goes missing?
Yeah, I think it's like episode 2 or 3.
That's gonna be a trip, bro. Dude, I'm
How many
go ahead.
how many episodes we getting on Wednesday? 3?
4.
Whoa,
We're getting 4-3-1.
man.
Yeah, we're gonna be up late. Yeah. Are we doing it Wednesday? We kind of have to, bro. I don't want spoilers. Cause you know we wouldn't be able to watch it till late Thursday. There's no way I'm gonna be able to avoid spoilers all day Thursday. I mean, Thursday's not a horrible day because it's Thanksgiving, so probably not gonna be on our phones very much anyway. But man, yeah, dude, I'm so excited for this season, dude. Like so excited. I kind of wish it wasn't over. Like I wish it wasn't ending.
I know.
I really do. Because I didn't start watching it until like 2019.
Oh no, I started watching when it came out.
Crazy, dude. Crazy, bro. Yeah, I don't really know if I have any more hot takes on or crazy predictions. Yeah, I don't know. I do think Eddie's going to come back. I do think Eddie's in the season. I don't necessarily know if it's Eddie or if it's, again, similar to what Vecna did with Billy. I think it's going to be that. He's going to use that on Dustin.
Speaking of Dustin, I think Vecna's going to rip out Dustin's teeth.
Oh my goodness. Dude, if they show that and that happens, what if to get to Dustin, he uses his girlfriend?
Oh,
I didn't think about it.
Susie.
Dang. Dang. That could be the thing. Yikes. I don't know. Do we're gonna say it right now. Right here, right now. Do we think Max dies? Actually dies. Technically she died last season. But
Yes.
are you serious?
I think a lot of them are going to die.
Okay, then who do you think's gonna be left at the end? Besides the Duffer brothers.
Maybe she doesn't die, and she's going to be very similar to Victor Krill. She can't see, but she's going to be telling the story about everything that happened.
But she won't be in prison though. But yeah.
No, she won't be in prison, but I could see that.
Imagine she is because they think she had something to do with it all. And she just can't prove it. Dog. I'm gonna be heartbroken if she dies.
Yeah.
That one, the ones that will sting the most. I'm gonna cry when Steve dies, bro. I'm just gonna be honest. If Max dies, I will cry. If 11 dies, I will probably cry. Other than that, Hopper would hurt. Hopper would definitely suck. Um, ah, a lot of the emotions of the scenes would, I think, dictate my emotions to some of the other deaths, but I Dustin's I would probably be a little upset, especially if they use because dude he does get roughed up. You can tell. Oh, did you see that new clip? I apparently there was a new trailer. I haven't seen it.
Was it like an ad?
I don't know. I think it was like 55 seconds, so it might have been.
I might have seen it.
I
I did
don't
see something
think
with him the other day. He's
I don't
talking on
think
like a
I
radio.
did. Was it him and Hopper?
I don't know if I remember Hop.
I thought there might have been Steve.
I don't remember. I did see something with him talking on the radio.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole clip, but I saw a picture and then I knew that there was a clip, but I haven't watched it. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm excited for it. I'm really glad that we decided to talk about this on the pod. Like,
Oh, me too.
I've enjoyed it. I have very much enjoyed it. Chat man, another really short one this week, hour 16. Um, we're excited for Stranger Things. I hope you guys are excited for Stranger Things. Happy Thanksgiving, because you'll be seeing this a couple days before Thanksgiving. Really quick, I want to say how thankful I am that we actually started the pod this year. I've enjoyed it, every bit of it. I'm really glad that we actually decided to have our own channel for the pod instead of just posting it on the separate ones. I think in the long run, this was the best decision. And of course, really thankful for Jesus as always. So,
Absolutely. Uh, yeah, we've been talking about this for 5 years. We've talked about that several times. I'm very thankful to just to get a chance to make content. We started making content. Trey started making content way before I did. But then started working kind of on different channels in 2018. Um, so every step of like YouTube journey, as far as like from high school on, has really been together.
yep.
Um, and it's just been kind of crazy to see like where we started to what we're actually passionate about being what we talk about and what we get to make content about, and not only do it individually but get to do it together. And doing this for 20 weeks straight, it's been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of work that's been put into it, and there's definitely going to be a lot more work. We have a lot of
Yeah.
goals we want to do. um, but
There's been a
I
lot
am
of
also
work. There's been a lot of work put into it, and there's a lot of work that we need to do that we haven't done. So, of course, we're staying humble and knowing that we got a lot of work to do. But yeah, man, I've
absolutely.
enjoyed every moment of it, dude. These
And
filming these podcasts, bro, one of my favorite moments of the week.
absolutely, it gives me something to look forward to on Monday evenings. Um, but yeah, also thankful for the good Lord. Um, that's my prayer for you for this Thanksgiving. If you guys do not know Jesus yet, I pray that you'll come to know Jesus. Um, that's the most important thing that we could do in our lives, and I think it's just something that
And with
needs
our
to be
platform.
considered. Absolutely, no, this is fun, but this means nothing, and if we don't have the Lord, and I think that that's something that everybody needs to look into. And if you don't know them already, I pray that you come to find them. And if you don't, then I pray that you'll ask us about it.
100%. Our DMs are always open, chat. Um, Obviously, we might not get to some of them right away. I mean, Evan has a channel of 1,500. His TikTok has almost 8,000. So we still get a lot of messages, but it doesn't seem like it because this channel has 35 subs. But yeah, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. Another banger, episode 20. Now is when the grind starts. Now is when the grind starts.
Yep.
In that top 10%. Yeah, we're going for all the marbles, chat. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great Thanksgiving. Hope you guys get some awesome deals on Black Friday for your Christmas shopping. I gotta shop. Oh, I do have a question. I'm gonna ask on here. Evan and I always do Christmas together. Like we exchange gifts. Do we want to do a Nerd Bros vlog? That
We could. We could.
Nerd Bros exchange Christmas? I like that.
We could have 2 separate videos, to be honest. We both can vlog our experiences.
Ooh, I like that. We
Like,
can vlog like what we bought and then oh, I like
yep, yep,
that.
2
That's
separate
cool.
vids.
That's cool. I like that. All right, chat. Stay tuned for that then, we will see y'all in next week's will be our review of
Yep.
part 1.
Part
Wow.
1.
That's insane. I'm hyped for it. Hope you guys are. Let us know down in the comments what your crazy theories are for. You can either go the entirety of Stranger Things 5, or you can tell us what your theories are for part 1, so the first 4 episodes. Let us know. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace, chat.